Hello, how are you? Today I brought an amazing recipe to help you if you're struggling with bloating, constipation, sluggish bowels, dryness, lots of gas, that bloated belly, flatulence, or a lot of inflammation in your intestines. You're definitely going to love it. This is a quick recipe to make. It doesn't have milk or dairy, no wheat flour, no gluten. The taste is delicious, it's 100% natural, and it's a natural laxative. It will help you go to the bathroom, especially if you're on a weight loss diet. If you've noticed you're getting more constipated and want some daily help to go to the bathroom naturally, you're going to love it. Stick around until the end because you won't want to miss this. Remember, I'll leave the ingredients with their quantities and the nutritional information down below in the description, so you can make this functional treat at home too. And while you're at it, let me know down in the comments if your belly has been more bloated lately or if it's been bloated for a longer time. Do you think this bloating in your belly is due to gas, flatulence? Is it related to constipation, or is it due to fat accumulation? Can you tell the difference? Let me know down below, because depending on the reason, I can make more videos to help you with this. So let's put everything in the blender, because especially when we think about breakfast or an afternoon snack, we want something practical and quick, and this recipe is just like that. So I'm going to blend it here. I'll add the water to my blender first to give this recipe more volume. And now I'll add my rolled oats. Oats are one of those foods that we always associate with good intestinal function because they have a very interesting amount of fiber and a really healthy mix of fibers. Oats have both soluble and insoluble fibers, which act differently in our intestines. Soluble fiber absorbs water and makes the stool larger and puffier, so to speak, and softer as well. And the insoluble fibers increase this volume and make the intestine itself signal more that it is full. So, it stimulates the vagus nerve to empty the intestine and facilitate peristalsis, and in short, make it easier for you to expel this stool. Remember that oats, besides being rich in fiber, contain beta-glucan, which helps control cholesterol and has a very pleasant taste. I have videos here on the channel talking about the benefits of oats, explaining whether bran, flour, or flakes are better, and I'll leave those down here in the description for you. I'm going to add a little fruit here to bring in some natural sweetness so we don't need to add sugar, especially since sugar is pro-inflammatory and worsens gut health, which increases issues like flatulence and gas fermentation. We don't want to add sugar here, so I chose a really sweet papaya. Papaya, on top of everything else, is very rich in fiber, which will also help with everything I just explained to you. It's naturally sweet, so it will make this smoothie 100% natural and sweet on its own, and it's also rich in antioxidants, with lots of carotenoids that help the overall healthy functioning of the gut. I have videos here on the channel talking about the benefits of papaya. I'll leave them down below in the description for you as well. Now I'm also going to add flaxseed here. I just made another recipe with ground flaxseed, so I'm going to use it so it doesn't go to waste because we can't throw anything away. If you haven't pre-prepared the flaxseed like this, that's fine. You don't need to. You're going to blend it, and you can use the flaxseed whole as well. Remember that flaxseed will also add fiber to our mixture, and it will bring a healthy anti-inflammatory fat. Flaxseed is a precursor to omega-3, and when we grind it fresh or have just ground it like I did here and add it to the smoothie, it doesn't taste bitter because it hasn't had time to oxidize. Some people say, oh, I don't like flaxseed, it's bitter, it's rancid. That's because they buy processed, ready-made flaxseed meal, and that's really not recommended. If you want to substitute flaxseed with chia, you absolutely can. There's no problem at all. I'm also going to add another liquid here. I'm using coconut milk. I have a recipe here teaching how to make homemade coconut milk, and I chose it. First, because the flavor with papaya is great, it gives a really nice creaminess, but also because the fat in the coconut milk helps to moisten the stool more, together with the fat from the flaxseed. So we're going to hydrate with water, with the natural water content of the papaya, the fibers that are present here, because of the water I added and the water activity of the papaya, will become softer and more hydrated, since they'll absorb this liquid. And the fat from the coconut milk and the flaxseed will moisten the stool, making it softer. In other words, you'll need less effort to have a bowel movement, and it reduces the chances of bleeding, fissures, and hemorrhoids. Healthy fats are really important too. I have videos here explaining more about this. I'll leave them down below in the description. I'm also going to add 2 spices here that have a functional role when it comes to this issue with the intestines. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but if you have them available, add them in. One of them is ginger, which will really help reduce gas. Many people who get constipated end up producing a lot of gas because the stool stays there for many days and ferments, which distends the intestines, and ginger really helps to improve this issue, expelling the gas more naturally. Besides being anti-inflammatory, like turmeric, so it ends up being an excellent addition to improve gut health. If you love healthy smoothies, go ahead and leave your like and tell me here. At what time do you usually have your smoothie? Is it more for breakfast or as an afternoon snack, or do you replace a big meal like lunch or dinner with a smoothie? I'd love to know so I can bring you more recipes. Well, now it's just time to serve. Of course you remember, but it's always worth repeating, don't strain it, okay? If you strain it, you'll remove the fibers we added here, which brings so many of these benefits. So blend it well and drink it without straining. I can't wait to try this delicious treat. Of course, you can have it for breakfast to get your digestion going or as an afternoon snack. Let me know, by the way, what time you think is best to have this smoothie and whether you'll drink it on its own or as part of a meal. It all depends on your personal needs, of course, right? And while we're at it, let me remind you once again to leave your like because it really helps me out, and share this video with anyone who would enjoy it or needs it. Let's work together to spread this chain of good because that's what I want here on the channel. Let's try it. Papaya and coconut smoothie, there's no way it's not going to be delicious. Make it at home, you're going to love it. See you next time, bye.